man's over there looking like Wiz Khalifa. Fool. He got the Pittsburgh hat on.
What fool say?
Oh,
He's over
snap.
there looking like Wiz Khalifa. He said he got the Pittsburgh hat on.
Oh yeah.
That's them classic joints. I ain't seen that in a minute.
You gotta fit it.
Yeah, that's a fitted cap.
This dude
That
on
joint.
my flow.
That joint fitted.
Yeah, man. Let's go ahead and, jobbing out, man. Jobbing out. You heard his
That's
knee.
sad.
Awesome. Wow.
They ain't stopping them from spanking them people by 60 damn near.
About 50. OKC. They got murdered, bro.
They got their ass annihilated.
They damn near got to get rid of that team after that, bro. It wasn't even like it was about like 70. It was then about like.
What's thing happening with that team?
OKC. I mean, they got some good pieces, man. You know, Shea, he a bucket, and then Giddey, they point guard.
Giddey be killing.
Yeah, Giddey be killing, and then Dort. But it's gonna be one of them teams, man, where they just gonna be tanking for a minute. See, and Presti got all them picks over there, man. They gonna be tanking for a minute. I don't even think they should have took away the Sonics, man. I mean, OKC, it's a good basketball team. They should have definitely kept the Sonics, bro.
Seattle couldn't afford it, right?
Say that again.
Why did they trade? Is there some finances or something?
I mean, something with the owner, man. I think he bamboozled a lot of people. People wasn't expecting Seattle to go and be sold like that, and he just took them away from Seattle, man. But, it's always been in the talks every year about the league expanding. Las Vegas and Seattle being two of the teams that be in the expansion. Seattle, people gonna love Seattle back, but Vegas, that's a different one. I don't even think players gonna be able to focus playing in Vegas.
Yeah, folks. There's too many strippers out there, folks. I wouldn't even play on. I wouldn't even consider myself a professional if I worked in Las Vegas, folks.
Atlanta and Texas, those are the stripper capitals of the world.
I mean, Vegas different though, man. That's like a different type of aura.
Motherfuckers walk around titties,
sex, drugs, and entertainment. SDE.
Oh, in Vegas, they walking out titties first. That's all you see.
That's definitely Texas topless strippers.
Shout out Memphis though, man. Got rid of them boys with Ja. Beat them by like 70. That's nasty. But we in here, man. Free game pod. I'm Miah, man. I'm here with my brothers with Quisse. And then my other big bro, Coach Don, man. We out here. We're going to talk about some NBA and our Hockey Week takes this week, man. Let's go around the league. Going to give you some basketball. We didn't give y'all no basketball in a minute. We gave y'all just a little snippet last week, but this week we're going to go full throttle around the league, man. Let's start with it, man. Staples Center being renamed the Crypto Arena, Crypto.com Arena.
That shit dumb. That shit dumb as hell.
How y'all feeling about that, man? Quisse already saying it's dumb as hell. Like, how y'all feeling about that?
Like, how you go take out Staples Center? That's a staple in basketball. Like, that's one of the Los Angeles Lakers come from. That's like one of the most well-known, powerful teams in NBA history of greats in that league. And I don't even think Kobe would be proud of that. He probably wouldn't even let that happen if he was still here. So whoever changed that name, bro, that's so disrespectful. For they need to just go ahead and bring it back, folks. Because how you gonna name something after a website, G? Like, come on, G, crypto.com, folks. Nah, folks. That's ghetto. That's good. We come to LA to see the Staples Center, for not crypto, folks. they letting the money get to them, man. I don't like that.
Yeah, man. I think I was talking with Lamar. Then I talked with you like you can't change a name like Staples Center, a great arena, the house that Kobe built, the house that Magic and Shaq built. Like you can't change an arena name like that, bro. Like I don't know, maybe it's got to be something with Staples. Maybe they couldn't pay for they name on there no more or something. They losing money or something, bro. That's wild. That's like changing Madison Square Garden to some lame stuff. Like, no, man, like names like that, you gotta keep it. You gotta keep it like that, bro. Like United Center, Madison Square Garden, Staples Center. You gotta keep those names like that. How you feel about the name change, man? It's more like a business move. You feel like, or what you think about it?
Yeah, I mean it's all about who got the most money at this point in time. So crypto is the wave. I mean, I don't think it's really gonna. I think people still gonna like name it the Staples Center. Like
Of
we
course,
got the Sears Tower. It's called the Willis Tower, but nobody from Chicago call it the Willis Tower. It's still
right.
Tower. You know what I mean? So
Hey,
Boy,
but
they done
I don't
they
know if
done
y'all
changed
saw.
Lakeshore Drive, boy.
it's still Lakeshore Drive, bro.
They talk about John Baptiste. Oh, who is this? What are you talking about, bro?
That's
No,
who
folks.
founded Chicago, but it's Dusable. But
No, folks.
it's
No, I
still
don't care.
LSD.
Like, damn, folks, we understand he found in Chicago. We gonna change Lakeshore Drive, bro, to John Baptiste. You should see that, G, when I put that in on my
It's
map,
only
bro.
gonna
They
be
come,
for tours. Like
no, for that
for
shit. That's
Chicago natives, it's still gonna be LSD. I'm hitting the drive. You know where you're going. Like
all right, folks. That John Baptiste. So I'm looking at it on the map. So I'm like, this a whole paragraph. Like, come on, G. I don't like that. That's
But I don't
ghetto.
know though, Don. I think that's gonna be kind of different though, because it's like they actually like I think a few days ago they took the name right off the arena. Like they took all the staples off, the staple letters off. Like the name is no more on the arena, man. But
the Staples Center. How long has Staples Center actually been? What since? How long has it actually been a Staples Center?
I don't know for a minute. At least
Ain't got damn 40 years. At least 40.
it's got to be a minute. I don't know, but that's an iconic name, man. Speaking of the Lakers, speaking
Only
of
since
the
'99.
since what?
'99.
99?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh well, I guess I don't know though, man.
I really don't know how it goes with different arenas and stuff like that and the name changing, but it got something to do with money.
Yeah.
And if it would have been a crypto arena back then, well, nobody have no problem with it being a crypto arena. It would still be crypto. So
You gotta roll off the tongue right though. You gotta roll off the
that's
tongue
how it
right.
was when they changed.
I'm finna go to the crypto.com arena. How that sound?
You ain't gonna call it the crypto.com. You're just gonna say it's the crypto.
I'm finna
That
go
shit
to the
still ghetto. Hey, that's ghetto as
I'm
hell.
finna
Crypto
go
is
to
the
the
future.
crypto. You said
Crypto
what?
is the future.
Yeah, I guess, man. So is NFTs.
You ain't gonna be able to
And
spend nothing but crypto. Like y'all talking about strippers and stuff. You're gonna be spending crypto on the strippers. Like,
we'll see, man. But speaking
We finna
of,
start,
you
we
said
finna
what?
start Apple paying. We finna start Apple paying the strippers, folks. Zelling the strippers, folks. That's crazy.
there's gonna be a lot of people getting their money back.
So you thinking, folks?
Funny, man. But speaking of staples, speaking of crypto, the young man, LeBron's son, man, Bronny Jr. played in the Staples Center before it got changed, bro. Put up 19 points. How the young bull looking?
He looked all right, man. I still ain't sold yet though.
You ain't sold?
Nah.
Have you watched any of his games this season yet?
I've been watching a few of the last couple games he done had. He look all right. I just still ain't sold. Like, the intensity of a college basketball, and then it would have been so much great talent out there. I love to see what he's gonna do on that next level.
Yeah, I want to see that shit too. Cause college is when you in college, bro. Everybody trying to make it out, bro. And they leave it all on the floor.
You know, high school is just a teaser though. Like every star is gonna ball out in high school. They should. In college, you know, that's when like you said, that's when it's gonna rev up some more. But I don't know though, man. Good seeing him knock down NBA threes. He knocking down NBA threes.
I mean, he's had for a long time. He's had every opportunity to, go to that next level, just based off, who his dad is, the level of, the professional trainers that he's had around him and stuff like that. I mean, half of the kids in high school basketball are not getting those opportunities, and then with him being part of just the whole Sierra whole sports package team, it's on a totally different level for what other kids are getting.
I mean, that's the thing, though, bro. The competition he playing, though, they got those resources.
Yeah, most of them.
Yeah, it's not like he playing no bum schools. And speaking of that, Sierra King is supposed to be playing Simeon soon, but like Bronny playing that was on Lamar's alma mater. He played against LeBron's high school team. Like they got those resources, man. And he was smacking them joint, playing D. I think that was the biggest thing too. Like his defense looked elite. Like folks look like a little Drew Holiday or Davion Mitchell out there. He's blocking shots, playing point guard. Like I don't know, because I was worried at first though. I was like, man, I don't know. Bronny might be, only averaging 6 points, man. You know that meme or the stat line came out. He only averaged 6 points, and he got Duke and all these other schools trying to get him. And now it's like he done got some height on him, and he dunking now. Like that, you see them LeBron James coming in, man. Like fool really getting into his bag, but we'll see though, man. I think in college, it all depends on what school he go to. I know Bron gonna make sure he picked the right school, but not even Bronny though. Bryce looked good too. I don't know if y'all seen Bryce.
Bryce looking real good.
Bryce, his skill set.
I ain't even take a look at him. I ain't even take a look. I ain't gonna cap.
You look at him, bro.
He's gonna be taller than him.
He's already taller than him. I was just gonna say he's taller than him.
And he got more of a finesse to his game. Like it's real smooth. So jumper real nice.
Mm-hmm.
Handle skills real nice. It's probably more so because he just had a natural growth spurt. So but he didn't lose his handle ability, handle skills. Jumper always been on point, and he had a dunk in the game or in the crip line rather. But
hey, what if he end up outshining Bronny? That's funny.
Youngest one.
Hey, I'm calling that. Hey, let me call that right now. Bryce, I ain't never seen Bryce play.
Call it,
but I'm gonna call it. Bryce outshining Bronny. That's gonna be one. That's gonna be one for the Bucks right there.
Oh, you say you never even saw him play, huh? You just saying it, huh?
I'm just saying it. Never even saw folks play.
Talk your ish, fool.
Never even
you made a good call with my team though with Golden State.
Of course. Hey, shout out Moses Timlin, man. He just got married, man. Well, not married, he got engaged.
Whoa,
shout out Moses Timlin, he got engaged, man.
You just get him a shout out, man.
Yeah, man.
Give that man a shout out, man.
All right, cool.
You gotta give him a shout out, man, because he doubted my skills, so I'm gonna go ahead let him know. So he'll be watching shows.
I don't think he doubted your skills. He just wasn't agreeing with your opinion.
Man, he said he was gonna turn this joint off and never watch it again.
He didn't say that.
What skills made you go with that opinion?
Gonna have to edit that out, but
I ain't editing. Don't edit nothing.
Let's get right into it though. let's get right into it, man. GSW, man. They was on a streak, 18-3. Went against the Suns, lost one. Got they get back against the Suns, who was 18-0. They went on a streak of 18 wins, and then they got they get back against the Suns, who beat their streak. And GSW just recently lost again against the Spurs, and now both teams are tied for top of the West. GSW, Suns. What's up, man? Like, who gonna finish at the top? Me personally, I'm glad I retracted my statement when we were talking about, teams that was gonna thrive. Because when I seen the Suns go against the Lakers, they just had that fire, man. I could tell, like, D Book and Chris Paul, like, they back. They trying to get back. They trying to get it back in blood, man. And people talking about they not ready. They got a fluke from last year. It was a fluke how they got to the finals. What y'all thinking, man? What's up?
I mean, it's looking pretty good. I'm hoping that we don't see the same thing with like the Utah Jazz and the Denver Nuggets, where they have these pretty good regular seasons, and then they get to playoffs and they're just kind of like one and done. It's good to see though. The Suns still got that fire in them and not, like burying themselves in the cave somewhere after that loss in the finals, which most teams don't, come right back like that unless it's like LeBron or somebody. But most of the time, people are on some type of guilt trip about how they go out in the finals. But it's good to see them bounce right back. The sad thing is I don't really feel like they made any adjustments as far as like pieces or different players that they probably could have picked up or traded to go with what, Book and CP3.
JaVale was a nice pickup.
Yeah, JaVale, they've been bouncing around since. I feel like JaVale been getting bounced around since he got that championship with Golden State. And then I think he grabbed one with the Lakers as well too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
that man, the 2-time champion, folks.
3.
He got 3?
Yeah, he got 2 with GSW.
Yeah, so
he got 3 rings.
Shout out to that Chicago native.
I'm for them, man. Shout out to JaVale McGee.
One time we actually met him one time. Well, not met him. Sorry about that. We can't that. We met his OG.
How you meet his OG?
We met his OG in Walgreens. And
Walgreens. Folks.
Q was talking crazy, talking about JaVale was a bum and all this and all that. And his OG like, man, my son plays in the NBA. Where are you playing at? Who's
Dad? Dad.
Came up there, man.
Shut him down. Yeah, so I would like to we still got a lot of time before the trade line here. Trade deadline, but I would like to see if they make any more. Because I think for the Suns, the biggest thing for them is DeAndre Ayton.
He's been hooping though.
He's been hooping. He's been seeming like he's been getting a little bit more vocal, trying to be a leader a little bit more vocally. But last year, man, he ain't.
Man, is he? I need to see them play against the Bucks in like a regular season game because folks were scared of Giannis. Folks. That shit was sad. I don't like that. Folks was playing soft.
I mean, it's good for him though, man. Your second year, especially going into the finals in your second year, and then now it's just like you used to winning now. Like, I think especially having Chris Paul on your side, he gonna definitely adjust. But what you think though, Keith, man, about the Suns and the Warriors? Who's more of a threat? What you want to see?
I'm gonna go with the Warriors. Oh no. I'm gonna go with them. At number 1, folks, because it's like we still counting out Klay Thompson. Folks come back. He come back this month, don't he?
And Wiseman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you feel me? And then they got Jordan Poole, like the third long lost splash brother. So I think they gonna be pretty decent once Klay come back and he get into the rhythm. And like I said, some people like they clowning they counting Clay out, but Clay don't even have to dribble. As long as he can get back and forth on the court on D, he just go shoot, bro. Like, and that's what he does.
I think they'll be able to hide him on defense. We got enough.
Yeah,
to pick up.
That's all it really is. Like, Klay Thompson proved that he only need 3 dribbles. So what he scored 60? Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, hey, I ain't really counting out the Warriors on this, and I actually see them finishing number 1. Like, they finish number 1 now. Will they make it to the finals? That's pushing it, but at least I know they'll be in the playoffs for sure. At number 1.
No, it may be.
Yeah,
it's
not a far stretch.
Easy road to the finals with how badly the Lakers are playing right now.
I mean, like I said, I ain't worried about the Lakers. I'm talking about the other teams in the West.
You can't count them out though, folks. Like they have all the talent to turn it on. It's just not clicking.
Let's be real though. Let's be real.
They got about 3-4 All-Stars on their team, bro.
Let's be real. If the Lakers,
what they doing?
They just not gelling.
If the Lakers is winning right now, what would niggas be saying? They'll be saying the Lakers are cheating because they got all this firepower on their team. So
me personally, I wouldn't say they cheat because they got firepower, because I've seen multiple teams with a lot of firepower, and that'd be like 50-50. Teams with a lot of firepower really be 50-50. Like, it don't really be no guaranteed win that you like, because like, what was like, remember OKC? They thought they had with Melo and PG, and they're like, damn, that's a lot of star power. And look where they go. They ain't even what they last 1 year, 1 to 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah. So I mean, like they James Harden. Who was on that OKC team? I don't know. It was Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, Russell Westbrook. Like, yeah, they had the firepower, and they didn't go too far. So
I mean, you can't really count that as like.
We know what firepower is.
Melo was kind of like in a rough patch during that. He was still trying to like just count. They were just trying to like throw something together. Westbrook
Melo was still Melo.
A hard player to play with. Like, you see everybody else gone. Ibaka, Adams, KD, Harden, everybody gone. Westbrook was still there, but he was just there to fill up his stats, bro. Like chasing records to break. Like,
I don't know, man. That OKC series was Donovan went stupid. Donovan Mitchell, that was his coming out party, rookie season. Russell, that last game, he kept them afloat. It was PG and Melo who choked. Russell held his own. But let's transition. I feel like that's another good transition, man. Lakers, man. They 7th in the West, 12-12. Like, what's up with the Lakers?
They're gonna fix it, because I know they're not gonna want to go up against whoever in number 1 or 2 first round. So they're gonna fix that. They still got a lot of time, but they don't get stuff cleaned up before All-Star break. Get the Reynolds. It's a wrap.
It's
a wrap, man. Just like Peter bread that joint up, it's over with, bro. Like,
so in your opinion, what's been the biggest downfall for them? Like, who's not?
It's just they are not able to consistently gel. Mm-hmm. The coach is horrible. You had what?
You think it's the coach?
Double OT, triple OT. You made no subs. You got Bradley Avery on the bench, a defensive specialist. You don't even look at him to put him in to change some type of vernacular of the game. You just gonna let them roll with the flow. Oh, they have this. Like, nah, man, you have to.
I don't know, man. Like
I mean, at the end of the day, coaches are coaches because they're supposed to coach their teams, right?
But look though, man, like Vogel, he's okay to me. He's not that good. He's not that good. He's not that bad to me. I feel like he's in the middle. And we know he got that ring because of AD and Bryce. Indiana, he coached his ass off. But to me, man,
I mean, what coach besides like in his younger years, is LeBron really honoring, like respect him? Like he walking over coaches.
I mean, that's the argument too. Is like Bron never really had a coach that could really challenge him or tell him,
Maybe
like,
some
LeBron is the coach.
then
he's not doing a
that,
good job.
that's always the thing.
LeBron
But
is the coach.
you can't blame Vogel because he didn't pick this team. You know who picked this team?
LeBron,
AD, Westbrook, and Rob Pelinka. And so now you can't tell you didn't got Melo, you didn't got Malik Monk, you didn't got Kendrick Nunn, and all these other old niggas. You got niggas that can't play D. And now the biggest thing with them is they can't play D. So it's like you can't try to tell Vogel, like, all right, man, go ahead and try to get these niggas to play D who ain't never played defense to try to play defense. You can't do that. It's like that's my biggest thing with it. And I feel it. We talked about last episode, like Chuck said, the biggest thing with the Lakers is they'll probably fire Frank Vogel. But it's like, bro, it's like we really gonna fire a championship coach who really ain't have probably no say in making the team. And it's like, how you gonna do that? It's like Brian, AD playing horrible. Westbrook, we know he gotta play better. And Bron hasn't even been on the floor consistently. And we know what Bron do. Bron has been putting up his stats like he always does, but it's been AD and Westbrook. How you not winning with AD and Westbrook?
They decent on 2K. They decent as hell on 2K, but in real life, that ain't the same.
It's just like, bro.
But is he really a championship coach?
Is Russell Westbrook a champion? Is Russell?
I mean, did he really win it?
Well, come on, man.
He was just a part. He had a. Why he ain't winning somewhere else?
I mean, we know.
Do you think Russell Westbrook
is all-stars?
Is Russell Westbrook a championship point guard? That's the thing.
We just can't.
I don't even consider him a point guard. But
my biggest thing is you can't just blame one person because it's like so many things, bro. It's AD not playing well. Westbrook hasn't got comfortable. LeBron been injured. These other guys can't play defense. How are we gonna say Frank Vogel this show for?
The key is there is no team chemistry in my book.
They're not jealous, but at the same time, when it's crunch time, you have to make some decisions. How you go into, what is it, 3 overtime? I don't know if it's 3 overtimes or 2 overtimes, but you don't make no subs and you got some defensive weapons on the bench.
It's the chemistry. Where's the rotation? There's no solid like rotation and foundation. Like, okay, fourth quarter, we need these players to step up.
That's what a coach is supposed to make.
Right. Like you said, like that's the chemistry. The chemistry, all right, Chloe. First half, the first half, we need y'all to play like this. You feel me? Come third, fourth quarter, we need, like you said, make them subs. We need these key players to carry us through these third and fourth quarters. If not, it's go forward.
The coach can only do so much, man. You know this. The coach can only do so much. It's on the players. How the hell Bron and AD and Westbrook not winning against? With who you talking about? The Kings that went in the 3 overtime. How they didn't win that? How? Bron, AD, and Westbrook. How?
not the Kings, fault.
How? Like, I just can't blame Vogel for that.
LeBron was still just coming off an injury, right?
Yeah, I think so around that time, yeah. But it's just like, I don't know, man.
But then also, I feel like the Lakers, they gave up some valuable pieces too. Like, you gave up KCP, you gave up Kuzma, you gave us Alex Caruso. So
that's the Lakers organization fault.
McGee.
What Alex said? Well, he said, look, he didn't even want them to match the Bulls. He said, can y'all just give me a little less? They said no, they let him walk. And statistically, when Alex was on the Lakers, statistically, he's one of LeBron's best teammates. Like, they gel right away on the floor. And look what he doing for the Bulls.
Yeah, we loving it.
I can't just say it's on Vogel, G. I gotta blame management and I gotta blame AD and Westbrook. I ain't gonna blame Bron because I know what Bron's been doing. Bron been putting up points every game he done played in. He done put up stats every game he played in. That's me personally.
Westbrook still kind of filling out. That's LeBron and AD team. But like I said, they still ain't gelling consistently. Like AD and LeBron might get off. Westbrook might do something. Or they kind of flip-flopping around. But I don't think you're having a night where everybody's in tune and sync. Or if they do, they doing it and still taking the L. So it's just like.
So I got another question. Is it the end of the LeBron era? So when I'm saying like that, is it end for Bron coming out the East or the West and going to, finals? Is he even going to win another championship? Is the Lakers going to win another championship?
Man, time will tell. It's looking that way, though.
He says looking that way?
Yeah, it's definitely looking that way. We've never seen LeBron get hurt this much, miss these many games. I don't think load management could help him, but
hey, I ain't gonna lie, folks. Like, I really respect LeBron, folks. He really was outrunning and outbeating Father Time, but Father Time go catch you. Father Time go catch up to you, folks. You feel me? He's still playing at a very high caliber, still dunking and still doing everything, but you feel me? When your body say, look, we got to slow it down, it's time to slow it down. It's time to slow it down. Even Kobe Bryant, he like, yeah, it's time to slow it down. Like, come on, the greatest Mike, like, yeah, it's time to slow it down. Like, don't get me wrong, like, that man was that man still is a very next level player. And he's still a top 5 player in the NBA, but it's just like, it's slowly decreasing though. You feel me? You see it on the court. You see it in his health. Like, it's just like, I would say I would say this like it's coming to an end. I say he got about a good 3 years. He 36, 37. He got about 3 years.
He's still one of the top players in the NBA though. Let's not forget he's still top 10, top 5.
He top 5. Like I said, he top 5. He only got about 3 years at the top. I ain't gonna lie to you, folks. Like, once you hit that time span. Like, he been doing this since he was, like, what, 17, 18?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, like, that, your body, like, damn. We've been in the motherfucker 20 years, bro. It's time to hold on, bro. Shit.
I heard, what you was going to say something, Don?
No.
I heard, what you was going to say, Marcus?
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I heard, something from from Bill Simmons. He was saying that this Bron last year on the Lakers, he gonna go back to the Cavs.
Not the Cavs.
No, who said that?
Bill Simmons.
Okay.
Yeah, Bill Simmons said that because it's like just seeing Evan Mobley, and then Cavs got a little decent team over there. And compared to the Lakers, imagine, I don't know though, man.
I don't see him going back to Cleveland. I feel like, he just made all those moves for the family. All his kids hooked up in sports. I think even his, not his daughter, but everybody. Yeah, I don't think he's finna.
Yeah, it seems like they more secure up in LA than they usually be. So I think he might retire a Laker. He should, but yeah, man, food for thought, man. Just me personally, I think the LeBron era is over with. They got their bubble ring. I wish we had a Bron fan. Oh yeah, they got their little bubble ring. But now,
the Bron fans retired. I ain't heard from them all season. I ain't seen a Bron fan on the podcast in a minute.
Our viewers, man, I wish y'all was in our chats. Our chats used to be bumping with Bron fans. People be putting up crowns.
What they be calling them? Bron sexuals or something?
So the
those
LeBron sexuals, LeBron
being
fans.
real quiet. One of them even dodged the pod today.
All right, G. They putting,
He talking about folks dodge the pod.
who you talking
Folks,
about, fool?
folks talking about I'm a hard working man now.
Oh, you talking about Chuck? I'm talking about Juan.
Oh, I'm talking about
Oh, you
Chuck.
just calling him out, huh?
He talking about I'm a hard working man now, man. I ain't even a Lakers fan no more, man. I work hard.
Oh, fool forever gonna be a Lakers fan.
Yeah, but you know, people's putting up the crowns, people putting up the purple and yellow.
Oh, we don't see no purple yellows no more.
We ain't see that all season, man. Look,
They still talking about football.
they still talking about football.
Fantasy football, fantasy. Monday Night Madness. Yeah, all that.
But yeah, man, you here with free game, man. Again, you know, it's me, Miah, Coach Don, Quisse. We get into these NBA weekly hot takes. We ain't give y'all no NBA talk, but we back at it, man. So
yeah, we're talking about Golden State, the Bulls, and Brooklyn. That's all the conversation been about.
yeah, man. So
that's the only thing that matters right now.
We gotta talk about the top player.
The top who?
But we're not done. We're not done, bro. We're not done.
Oh damn, I thought we did.
Just plugging us in here, man.
I don't know.
Hey, nigga, maybe we gotta edit a lot of shit out, nigga.
Boy, shut up, boy.
We got some company over there.
I wish, boy.
I see you steady looking at the wall or something.
He talking about the wall. Look, man.
But yeah, right, man. Let's get past the Lakers. Let's get past Bron and them. Like Don said, time will tell. Can't wait for these Christmas games this December. But shout out Steph too. He's like 34. He's probably closer than that now, but 34. Last time I saw 34 threes away from passing Ray Allen to being the top 3-point shooter, maker all time in the NBA. That's major. I don't think anybody gonna pass that, man. That's basically cementing him as the best shooter. Make sure you see that, you clip that, whatever, when it comes out. It's gonna come up soon. Big props to Steps on that. I know, Don, that's your boy. You got anything to say about that, man?
Yeah, I mean that's major, bro. Like I don't see nobody topping that for at least probably about 20 years. It won't even matter. So, and he's far from being done. So, the person who they was really comparing to Steph, you haven't really been putting up too much numbers like that as far as 3-point shooting. That's just Trae Young. So, yeah, that's a huge accomplishment to come in and break. Been up past his dad, but then Reggie Miller, and now you're finna knock off Ray. So those the 3-point guys right there. So they're gonna go down in history as that. So I don't see nobody even coming close to passing them up, but let alone touching Steph though.
And the amount of games it took is just ridiculous, man. It's crazy. Quisse, man, you got any thoughts on Steph becoming the top NBA 3-point shooter, bro?
Man, I be seeing him on 2K shooting a 3-4. I'm like, yeah, folks cold. I can't even cap. Like, folks cold. I'm talking about I'll be grade A defense, hands in the face. For all he do is step over and shoot. It's a green bean. I'm like, yeah, folks, you can have it. I give it to you, folks. If you could do that again, I already know in real life that's nasty. I know guarding him in person is a headache. I hate to guard him.
Game changer indeed, man. Steph has definitely changed the game. Let's give him his flowers while he's here. But let's get into it, man. Let's get into going to the East. The Nets. You know, the Nets still top of the East, still number one in the East. But like I said last week, that record is very fool's gold. Like, that's a lot of fool's gold. They haven't beat any top teams. They recently just lost to the Bulls.
Wait a minute. Not to cut you off. This gotta be fool to you. They got Vince Carter as number 6 of all-time top 3-point shooters. This can't be.
Vince?
Oh, he on all-time top 6 of 3-point shooters.
Right after
Let me
Cal
see.
Korver.
He played a lot of games though. That makes sense.
Okay.
He played a lot of games. That do make sense. But
He was shooting that joint a lot towards the end of his career too.
yeah, that makes sense. But
I would never guessed it though.
Never.
Yep, he is number 6. He got
Cal Korver on that for sure though.
Oh yeah, Cal Korver on now. He top 5. He would be sleeping. They be sleeping on Cal, folks.
But
I was just gonna say though, bro. My bad. My fault to cut you off.
No, you straight. But yeah, man, the Nets, they top of the East. To me, like I said last week, it's very fool's gold. It's a lot of fool's gold. They haven't beat any top teams in the NBA, and that's just me speaking as a KD friend, being real. They haven't beat the Bulls. They haven't beat the Heat. They haven't beat Golden State. They beat the Sixers. But when it comes to other top teams, big hitters, they have failed. They lost against the Suns as well. They lost. And my biggest thing is that James, we need you, bro. James Harden. We need you. I don't know what's going on. You know,
not there.
Kyrie not here, and you really got to take on this point guard, passing and actually scoring a lot, and the foul calls and all that. It ain't been going well for you on that tip. But we need you, man. Fellas, what's up with James? Should we really be concerned about James, man? Like, what's up going with James, bro?
No, I think he gonna be all right. I will honestly, in my opinion, say Kyrie Irving leaving them, in limbo, it really hurt their team. But with that, they still got the number 1 record in the East. There's only so much that Agent Orange could do. KD, only so much fuel that man can have. He go burn out by the time, that dance come along. So I'm not really too worried about Harden kind of falling into his game. I think it's going to come. He's a natural born scorer. I think the change with the calls and all that has forced him kind of like to redefine what his game exactly is. It's taking longer than it should for him to get into that niche. But I think most importantly, there's not one player that you can replace a Kyrie Irving with. You're gonna need 2 people to fill in the spot for what he does. And so it'll be cool to see what they do team-wise before All-Star break hits. Because something's gonna have to be done. And I don't know what that looks like just because of Kyrie's standpoint on this whole COVID thing and everything. So I don't know if they'll be able to. They're gonna have to waive him or something like that. But then that also has severed, the friendship of Kyrie Irving and Durant with this stance. I don't think they really been talking like that. So it'd be cool to see just what's to come for the Brooklyn Nets. Right now they're looking pretty good, but like you said, they haven't came up against any of the top teams. But then also, he can't do it by himself. They need some more pieces. So.
Yeah, man. Before I get into it, Quisse, what you think, bro? Should we be concerned about James? Harden, man.
I would say, because be more concerned about him towards the playoffs, because that's what it really counts. Like during the regular season, they want you to play good. Like we know he can score, but that like Don said, that fouling, that was that was Harden like go to like pump fake, get him in the air, run into him, foul, go to the line. That was his move. You feel me? Step back, foul at the three. Now he got a 4-point play. You feel me? That was his style. So to change around that it's gonna take some time because he's been doing that for years. Like when you've been doing something that's been working for you for years, it's kind of hard to just switch it up the next season. But not even a full year of the switch up. So I say, yeah, we go worry about him now, but it's like as long as he can perform, at least give him 15 points in the playoffs during the series. That's all that really matters. You feel me? KD doing his thing.
At least 15?
At least 15, 20 points. 15, 20. At the least. Like that's all that just matters, you feel me? Because the team is actually doing pretty good. Like as an overall team, they doing pretty good. KD doing his part, like I said, Harden got at least give him 15, 20, folks.
No, man.
You got to, folks.
Because we gotta look.
He not go give him 25, 30. And if he do, that's great. That's amazing.
That's what we talking about, a prolific scorer like Harden. Like Harden was putting up.
Yeah, that was his average.
Like he was putting up 30 a game. He got
but he was also going to the line about 20 times.
Like exactly. So
he was the highest, I think, since Mike and Kobe. He was averaging like what, 35 one season, 34? And now we only say that he only should be averaging 15 or 20.
Oh no. That's a smack in the face. You're drunk, young man.
Come on. Like
I think you need a consistent 25 or better from Harden in order for Brooklyn to really 15
to be that threat. To be that threat, like to be like, okay, because we gotta worry about.
If they continue playing like this, their seeding gonna drop. I mean, it might even be a hustle for them to make it to the playoffs. I mean, so.
I mean, I like what you said, for them to sustain that top seed, bro. Like the way they playing right now, they're not gonna sustain that top seed playing like they playing right now. Like right now, it's KD, all just giving you a little bit from the post, and then it's Harden. It's like, nah, bro. And besides that, ain't nobody averaging. I think it's on like one or two guys averaging like 10. But after that, niggas is not averaging above 10, bro. Like, I love Patty Mills. Patty Mills has been a great pickup. But like Don said, to try to match that Kai offense, and you're not probably going to get nothing for that man. Because I still think, like I said last week, I don't think nobody's going to bite on that Kyrie trade.
Are they going to have to waive them? The only thing out there that's trying to get somewhere else is we got John Wall.
Or Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons probably would be nice right now. Even though the jumper ain't falling, but we got two people who jumpers is falling. So if you double team KD or Harden, I mean, Ben Simmons is going to the rack. He's still a bucket. So, yeah, like I said, it'll be good to see what they do before the All-Star break. Something's going to have to be done. Because at this rate, KD's going to burn out.
KD getting 40 a game.
Yeah, but he playing the whole game. Like,
yeah, I mean,
you can't do that day in and day out. So
that's a good point, because I think they was asking Steve Nash, is like, you concerned about playing KD this much and giving this much?
Absolutely.
It's just like to come off of Achilles.
That man ice down every.
Is that to have a Achilles tear, and then at his age, you can't be doing this much, man. Like you're saying, you got to ice down every game. You got to make sure you resting every game, bro. I mean, getting that right amount of rest, bro, because I want him to get MVP, but I don't want him to injure himself again doing that, bro. Especially coming up.
MVP. We know who getting MVP.
It's still early, man. I still believe in KD that can get it, man. That's me personally.
Middle name Wardell, man. Knock it off, man.
We'll see though, man. But yeah, man. Hopefully the Nets. Hopefully Harden. I'm concerned a little bit because it's been too sporadic. I think it's been like 1 or 2 games. It's like, all right, that's hard. That's the Harden that we talking about. That's the Harden that we know. But besides that, it's just like nigga been like 7 for 20, 7 for 20, like 3 for 16. It's been rough for that man. So hopefully he get back in his bag.
Hey, that sound like my stats at LA Fitness, 7 for 20.
But he's still averaging like 10 assists though and 8 rebounds. So it's like he's still contributing, but it's the scoring aspect of the game. But let's move on, man. Gonna end it off. Our last 2 segments. We're going before that last one, we're gonna go and talk about the Bulls, man. The Bulls, second in the East. They might take the Nets. They like 1 game behind the Nets for top spot in the East. The Bulls looking good. We've been seeing this the whole season. They've been looking good. DeRozan, I think this is the best he's ever played. Zoe, he's growing real comfortable as a player. I think this is the most fun I've ever seen him play. Probably since Tino Hill's UCLA. Like this is Zoe. Like he's playing his game, and then Zach always been that man in Chicago since he came in. Vooch finally getting back into his Steve. You guys, what's up with the Bulls, man? Do you think they can finish off? They really beating a lot of our expectations of what we said around 4th and 5th, even 3rd.
Yeah, I think it's definitely opposite of the Lakers because they are gelling. They're gelling. So, like I said, because of DeRozan and Zach LaVine's, they kind of more so the vets on the team. Mm-hmm. You can also kind of throw Alex Caruso in there, but I feel like the communication before they even hit the court, like something was said for like there's no tug of war for their leading role. They just mentally are saying like, hey, we just gonna leave it on the floor. And they having fun while doing it like that. Every game is just unselfish basketball. Like, even with Vooch out, somebody else stepped in the role, like they're just playing through it and they're just gelling early on. So like they can continue this chemistry that they got in that Bulls locker room, it's over with for niggas. Like they really hooping. Ayo hooping, Alex hooping.
The whole team hooping.
The whole team just hooping. So
I ain't gonna lie, give a shout out to young Billy, the coach over there, man. He really put it together. You feel me? Like, and a lot of people really doubt Billy Donovan and his coaching. But well, he to see the Bulls act like this, that made me want to rethink. Like, yeah, like Billy Donovan. He putting it together. Like
the Bulls might win coach of the year, man.
He got to, like, he turned the Bulls around. I'm talking about the Bulls wasn't touching the playoffs like that. He turned them around. Like since Derrick Rose leaving, Bulls, they was not it. They was not the team to be. But since he came over there, Bulls got the nice little setup going. Like that, they've been clicking. Like people been going to Bulls games a lot. Like random people told me, I'm going to a Bulls game. I'm like, when you watch basketball? Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's just like, yeah, bro. Like it's that type of team.
So who y'all think has been like the biggest key players on the team?
The key players on the team?
Yeah, like that took them to this next level. Like they
definitely is the big 3 with Zoe, DeMar, and Zach. I think they are key to that. But I think it's also been the defense from Alex and Ayo has been mind blowing, which kind of has flowed through everybody else to
Yeah, that defense nasty. Like Alex is a hustler. Like he hustle. He go die for that ball for the defense, for the steal. He go die for the block. Like those are the type of players you need. Like that type of player. That's like a who was a hustler on the Bulls? I would say like Rodman. Rodman was a hustler. He like I'm there. Like this is my role. I want to get rebounds. I want to catch the ball. Then that's what Alex Caruso doing. He like I want to steal the ball. I want to do this and that. You can play defense. Like that's good.
And I feel like Alex and DeRozan are kind of like playing with like something to prove, even though they don't have nothing to prove. But like there is something to prove. Like you just stated that like he was willing to take a pay cut, and the Lakers still ain't want him. Mm-hmm. And DeMar just went from Toronto to San Antonio, and Toronto ended up getting that ring, and now he here with the Bulls, and it's just been him back hooping like, we know what he can hoop like, the way he's proven himself to be one of the top tier players, and he leaving it out there like,
yeah.
He almost looked like a young DeRozan again.
Yeah, I want to definitely shout out DeRozan, man. Playing against the Nets, he closed that game out superbly. Even a couple of games, it's just like we talked about who gonna get that last shot early episodes. We know that it could either be DeRozan or Zach, but we really know it's like DeRozan. Like Zach, even it seems like in Zach's demeanor, like, yeah, bro, go take us home real quick. And it's just like DeRozan. Zoe,
I mean, that just goes back to just unselfish basketball. But as far as like clutch, I think DeRozan probably been in more clutch last minute experiences than anybody on the team. Yeah. And so it just goes back to just being unselfish and not just taking the last shot for the sake of taking the last shot. You knowing and trusting, being confident of like who should take this last shot.
And you can tell he really like the big bro of the team, because it's just like, man, this man just he go to work. Everybody know a fourth quarter, like, give the ball to DeRozan. Watch out. He gonna take us home. And like Keith said, shout out to Zoe hitting that clutch three against the net. It's like these guys are just gelling, man. But yeah, that's my player, bro, for the Bulls. I think it's definitely DeRozan. And that's a good shout out too, Keith. You said Billy. Billy is actually showing he can. He's got a chance. This is his chance. Showing that he can coach, and like he's proving people wrong. Like I even was like, Billy not that good of a coach, but he's showing people like this man can coach with the right pieces around. So yeah, that's been good.
I always liked it, Billy. One last time, I always liked it, Billy, when he was on OKC. Like he definitely took them to, like, besides, I know it was a good team, but like to see them young kids in the finals though against the Heat, that was really nice. You feel me?
Billy ain't coached that team, bro.
He didn't.
That was Scott.
Who coached that team?
That was Scott Brooks, man.
Oh damn, he's still alive. Damn.
Oh wow,
bro, he's not that old, bro.
Damn, I forgot about Scott Brooks. So that show was him. Oh damn. I forgot
shout out to Miah for knowing his stuff.
I forgot about Scotty, folks.
But
damn. I need
last question about the Bulls, man. All right, playoff time. Where y'all think the Bulls gonna land at? Where y'all think they gonna finish at? Y'all think they gonna come out the East?
Top 3 out the East. If they continue,
not standing wise though, but like playoff wise, like what do you think they're gonna exit at? What's they ceiling?
I think they got a good chance of coming out the East.
You think so?
They're missing
Nets still, Bucks.
Who they missing? They're missing the big man, right?
Vooch back though.
Not Vooch. They went somebody else.
Oh, you talking about Pat Williams?
Yeah, they missed. I'm not. Is he gonna be out for the season?
I don't know what's going on with Pat. I don't know what's going on with Fool, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they got a good chance to come out of the East. I don't think nothing's sold on it. I mean, we know that Giannis is a dominant figure. You know what Miami could do, but ain't nothing so set in stone and say like, oh, they automatically.
We was talking about Miami too. They got some injuries too. Bam got to go. He out for like 4 to 6 weeks. Surgery on his thumb.
Yeah, if the Bulls could keep playing like they playing, man, it's scary.
Yeah, they always said if the Bulls make it to the finals, so Chicago gonna go stupid.
Chicago goes stupid anyways.
Yeah, so stupid if they make it to the second round.
They go stupid for no reason.
I think they got a chance to make it to conference finals. I don't think they're gonna make it to the finals. You know, just because of Giannis and KD, and even still the 76ers.
We have to figure though, like at the rate that they're playing, right? Those teams are gonna be. It's not gonna be an easy like road to those next seasons, next rounds in the playoffs. So like, if the Brooklyn and the Bulls and the Bucks are like top 3 right now, they won't play each other to the second round. And if it just so happens to where like Brooklyn and Giannis playing against each other in the second round, the Bulls don't got to worry about that.
That's true. I mean,
but the way they gelling and people are healthy, you know what I mean? Don't even really matter.
That 7-game series gets slowed down though, bro. It slows down a lot. You know, even like for players to just key in on their matchup, and like 2 games I'm at the crib, 2 games I'm away, and then we split in these next 2.
All right, so let's do this right quick.
Mm-hmm.
Let's match up. Well, we'll match up the champs right quick. The Bucks and the Bulls, 7-game series, right? Okay, mm-hmm. The Bulls don't have an answer for Giannis.
They don't.
We know that. But who's stopping Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Zoe?
So I think we sleeping on Drew.
He can't stop all 3 of them niggas.
Drew gonna definitely get on. I'm gonna get that. Drew gonna definitely get on Zach or DeRozan, and then we also sleeping on Chris. He good. He's probably a top 10 defensively on guards.
But that means that one of them is open though, right?
I'm saying though, so Drew on Zoe, not Zoe, on Zach and DeRozan, and then
and that's for 7 games
on one of them too. And then Zoe, I mean, Zoe hasn't really showed us nothing in the playoffs yet, and that's just being real. I think this probably be like his first playoff series, and like that's the unknown. That is really Zach's first playoff series too. So it's like, them first game and first year jitters are real. Like we've seen that with Julius. We've seen that with a lot of guys. D Book flourished in his first year. He made it all the way to the finals. Not saying it's not possible to flourish, but it's like, I don't know, man. To say that Zoe take us home in your first playoff series, first year in the playoffs, I don't know. Against the Bucks, I don't know. And I'm the one that really is just like, the Bucks play horrible basketball because of Budenholzer. That's a bad coach, by the way. But
definitely. And we lightweight got an answer for Drew and Middleton and Caruso.
So, it'll be a tough battle though. I think he'll go to 7. He'll go to 7.
Well, it depends on what that road is like for either team getting to that conference finals. I don't feel like the Bucks gonna have a cakewalk, to that dance like that. I feel like everybody gunning for them. So, I mean, we know at this point that nobody could really stop Giannis, but everybody else gonna really have to hoop.
We'll see, man. I agree with you though. It's not gonna be easy.
And Quisse's point and your point, I feel like Billy can outcoach Budenholzer.
That's true. That's true. It's gonna come down to either coaching or Giannis. Because Giannis, he's a demigod, bro. He's gonna do some things like we never seen before. And then that championship confidence is real.
With the player like Giannis, you just gotta stop him from even getting into the perimeter. But that's easier said than done. So
yeah, seven foot guy.
He's adding more stuff to his bag because
getting a little jumper with him.
He's getting a little jumper, getting a little midi, a little fake crossover. But let's see, man.
Keith, what you think, man? You think they're gonna end up in playoffs?
I feel like they gonna end up like around. I probably say they probably make it to the conference finals. I know they gonna make it to the semis. I feel like they gonna make it to the semis and they'll go past that. I feel like conference finals. The Bulls been to the conference finals before. They've been there, but they've been there with Derrick Rose. But I feel like conference finals. I'm gonna go finals. I feel like they can make it to the finals. That team chemistry is very nice. I like the team chemistry. That's what truly matters. The NBA season is very long. So it's only December. They got all the way up until what March, April when the playoffs really start kicking in. So I mean, they really gotta.
Right after All-Star break, yeah,
it kicks in very quick. So and that's when the NBA season gets real. The NBA season gets real right after All-Star break. So like you go see a lot of different teams acting different right after that. A lot of people are gonna be stepping up. So I would love to see that the Bulls go even harder right after All-Star weekend. Like
the Bulls haven't played the Bucks yet?
I'm not sure.
No, they haven't.
I don't think so.
I'd like to see how that first matchup is, that first meeting.
Be interesting. No, I'm be glued to the TV. But all right, that's interesting. Y'all both said finals. I say conference finals. Hey, man, that Chicago love run deep, man. But we gonna see, man. But this free game, we gonna close it out. With our free game quarterly player. So it's the first quarter of the NBA season is over with. So we about 24, 25 games in. So we gonna go around, Coach Don, Keith, and me. We gonna choose who's been like our top player in the first quarter of the NBA season so far.
Out the West?
At the league in whole.
Man, I'm gonna be biased and go with my boy.
What's that?
30 bopper.
All right.
Yeah, I think Fool well off in the run to get MVP. Yeah, at this point he's just having fun with it. I mean, he's hitting shots from the tunnel,
Just trying shit.
Second, third flow, like he Houdini with it,
Yeah,
I won't be surprised if Fool start hitting from the free throw on the opposite end of the court with his leg up. Like,
I think on the Kings, I think Gary Harris or something, not the Kings, the Magic, somebody stole the ball and laid it up. This man got the ball and shot it from half court. I'm like, bro, what's wrong with this man?
Having fun, man. I don't know what's going on in that. Nah, I ain't gonna say that.
And switch.
I don't know what Miss Curry doing in that bedroom, but Fool on fire.
Yeah, giving that man super
nasty.
Man, some type of special yoga or something.
I need me a wife now. They say the queen helps build the king.
Keith, who your first quarter player, man, of the NBA season so
far? My first quarter, I say I want to say DeMar
DeMar?
DeRozan. I like how he playing. Even though he only what, like maybe 7 or 6 on the list. He definitely in the top 10. I know he like 6 or 7 on that list, but the fact that we got like somebody really pushing the Bulls. He averaging almost 30 a game, almost about 30 a game. And that's really good. Like we ain't had that type of caliber player for the Bulls since Rose. Like, I'm not a super heavy Bulls fan, but just to see that every time I open my apps, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever I'm opening, I'm seeing like DeMar DeRozan, and it's Chicago Bulls. He real life is putting Chicago on his back. So I think he was a player of the week too for the conference player of the week. So I'm supporting this DeMar DeRozan. He coming back like with a vengeance. Like he got something to prove again. So I'm gonna go with him.
Okay. All right.
I think the Bulls got a good chance of almost possibly having about 3 players being an all-star.
Yeah, they got Zach on that too. He I'm looking at it right now on the NBA. He is, give me a second. He is 8. DeMar is 7. Yeah, they got 2 top 10 players.
They definitely gonna both of them gonna definitely be all stars. Either Zoe or Vooch hopefully get a third spot.
Yeah,
hopefully.
I think Zoe or Vooch might got a good chance. Most of Zoe, but because it goes off fans too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Zoe fan favorite. So
we'll see though, man. But yeah, my pick. No, I ain't gonna go KD. You know, I always choose KD. I actually give somebody that got some shine. And I'm surprised Keith ain't picked this, man. But before he got injured, man, gotta go Ja. Man. He's definitely having a breakout season. I don't feel like he's getting enough recognition as he should. Ja been balling. I think he's averaging like 24, 25 this season. And the Grizzlies is in a good spot. Grizzlies in a great spot, good spot. Not great, but good spot. And Ja's been a testament to that because he's showing that he's trying to take that next stride and be a superstar, bro. So shout out Ja. That's my NBA first quarter player of the month. I mean, not player of the month, but player, free game player so far of the NBA season. But yeah, man, it's been real. This is our free game podcast episode, weekly hot takes, NBA edition. Here, Miah, Coach Don, Quisse. It's been real, man. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you not just hearing me, you listening. So make sure you go ahead and do those things, like, share, and subscribe, because we're trying to do this for a long time, man. I keep telling y'all this. Go ahead and do that so we can continue to push out content and just get some things going for y'all, man. And we got some more things coming under work, some good entertaining stuff. But it's free game, man, and we out, man.
So now.